Welcome back, folks, to Let's Play Ultima Underworld 2. And when last we left off, the Avatar was performing the exams at the Academy, and it got to level 4 of 8. Now, the thing about the exams here is that the exams are, the challenge in them is that you don't really have magic beyond the first level, which would actually make doing this for a mage character rather challenging. Fortunately, we're not a mage character, but that is the reason why for the most part the enemies actually aren't that tricky. I mean, this one's pretty much just full of spiders, and as we can see here, there was a slug monster there. There is a ghost, as you can see there. We're going to try our best not to get around in the area of the ghost, because really, I don't want to have to get hurt too badly. I mean, resting is fine, we do have a fair bit of food, but we only have a finite amount unless we decide to use a vending machine on one of the earlier levels. Haven't found one on this one yet. The spiders, however, are not that tricky. We have armor that vastly outmatches what the spiders can do to us, although I am expecting one of them to hit me at some point with a lucky strike. There are various towers in this level, which is called Spatial Reasoning. Here is a skeleton. Hello. There was a skeleton. Goodbye. We do not need to worry about the skeleton. We do need to worry about finding keys. There are 2 keys on this level, because there are 2 doors that lead to the exit, as in one behind another. Here is a vending machine. We could use this to buy food. That person probably should have used it to buy food. Then again, that person probably died because of the skeleton and not through lack of food, but I could be wrong. So, let's move on. We found 1 key. I'm going to take a guess and say that the exit is in one of the corners, because there are 4 corners, and one of them is the corner we entered in by. So we're going to need to go and find that actual corner in question. Right now, all we found is a lot of different levels of actual pathway, hence the name for the test of spatial reasoning. There is a rat. This rat is not really much of a threat at all. Case in point, the rat is dead. Do you remember when a rat would have been a serious problem? Not anymore. Here is a spider. Do you remember when a spider would have been a serious problem? Yeah, not anymore. Spider is dead. Right, we want to head over to, well, we could head to that one. It's just there. Why don't we try the one that's further away first? Because I imagine they wouldn't have the ones that are very easy to access and right next to each other to be the ones that would actually have the keys on them. Then again, that is pretty much a total guess. It could very well be that that is the case. A little jump may be required here. So we're going to angle over to this corner. There we go. We actually are in this corner anyway, so why don't we have a look? Yeah, that's probably going to say exit, isn't it? Yup, and there's a door. I can't actually leave without both keys, so we're going to move on. There we go. And we're going to head not that way, because we can't actually head up that ledge. That ledge is a little too big. There's a skeleton here. We're going to have to go and fight that, but first we're going to have to go and fight these rats. And that skeleton, and that spider. We can pretty much take care of all of these, I think. Here we go. That's 1 down. That's 2 down. Hello, skeleton. How are you? There was also a slug there, too. Well, we've dealt with 3 of the enemies. We've dealt with 4 of the enemies. Ooh, there's another spider, too. All the enemies are coming here. The Avatar will take them all on. And that is 5 enemies. And we'll go deal with this one, because this enemy inevitably wants to fight us. And that enemy is inevitably dead. There's not really much down here at all by the looks of it. Nope, there's just somebody who took a shield and really should have took a weapon. Or maybe the weapon was taken by someone. Who knows? There was a skeleton up here? No, the skeleton actually fell down. There's a scroll. And here is a another key. There we go. Another key. Marvellous. So we now have both the keys that we need. I also don't like it when it actually switches to that music. That music, really doesn't fill you with hope if you're doing an exam here in the Academy. Really doesn't. Also, we need to probably save after this test, because this test, took a little bit of time. So, we'll unlock this door. And we'll unlock this door. We'll move the keys into here, as I don't think we'll ever need them again, and we'll move on to test number 5. Test number 5, there will inevitably, there we go, effects and constraints. I remember this one, because I always remember at the beginning of the game to trade for a pole, because poles are very useful. Not only has it actually been used in other actual areas, like it was used in the prison tower, it could also be used here. Admittedly, the game gives you one, but having one is actually quite useful. There are doors here, but there's also these switches. And if you look very carefully, there are also these pressure plates. You do not want to step on these pressure plates, but you do want to use these switches. You could try jumping them, or you could try using the pole. The pole is exceptionally useful. Very, very useful. Oh, did I step on that? I think I got away with that. The pole has a much more generous reach than I give it credit for. Also, I move less distance than I give myself credit for. These will open a door. I don't know what pushing the pressure plate does. I don't remember. All I remember is that pushing the pressure plate is bad. Also, don't push that button. That just makes this jump all but impossible, and makes you fall down here. You can, of course, fall down there. I think there might be a few items, but you don't want to. You want to conserve all of your health and all of your resources as much as you can. At least there isn't another level with lava jumping, although I'm pretty sure there's another level with jumping puzzles, and I will be using saves to prevent myself from constantly retreading steps there, especially when I'm a little bit into it. So, the puzzle, that is, mind you, not into the actual jumping, because if I'm saving mid-jump, that is terrible. We have a key. We're also going to head down here, and ooh, these are useful for 2 reasons. This is a moonstone. Do you remember moonstones from, say, Ultima 7 or Ultima Underworld? They're very useful, but these are what I'm more interested in. Badly worn plate gauntlets. And with these plate gauntlets, we now have every single kind of plate armor we can actually have. And a wand. Now I'm curious. There is a pull chain here. There's also a portcullis. I bet if I use this key on here... Yep. So what does the chain do? It summons a skeleton. No wonder the person who was by the chain died. Because they weren't equipped like I was. Right, let's go. I believe that is a level, this level, quite safely dealt with. Now, what is this one? It's normally to the left, isn't it? Section 6, Risk Avoidance. Okay. Here is a place that is very obviously got some form of trap in it. I think it's got some form of trap. And I've reached level 12! Hooray! That is the evidence there of gaining actual experience just by walking around. I imagine here is, yep, that's where the exit door is. We can't actually do anything with that exit door at the moment. So, let's actually save and see what we can do about getting over here. I think that's probably a good idea. We've got to jump this, because I don't want to find out what these actual areas do. There we go. Right. There is a headless there now, so maybe that spawned that. Also, there are arrows here. Now, my theory is if I'm to take anything on this other part, there might be more arrows fired. So, let's test this theory. Yup. And the fact that that headless was there, quite handily, he took the arrow for me. So, there we go. What's in here? A wand. We're getting lots of wands. We don't need this, though. In fact, we don't need any of that, and I'm pretty sure if we jump the way we came, there won't be another headless. At least I hope, anyway. Headless? No, there was only one. Excellent. And I think with that, that is this level completely solved. Yep, some of them are pretty easy. come to think of it, this isn't really much of a test of their ability to use magic. It may be a test of their ability to conserve magic. But I'm pretty sure a fighter could quite easily get through this Academy's testing. Right, let's move on. This is a very long passageway. This is pretty long. I wonder what's at the end. Okay, there's a pathway. Ah. This test is not over yet. This test has 2 phases. Here is the maze that I remember there being. There's a maze. Now this, I'm pretty sure, will lead us back to the pre-examination staging area. 2-week waiting period for doing the exam. Well, if you've got this far, why give up? There's a good question. If you've got that far, why give up? Let's have a look around. That is probably some form of teleporter. It's just an educated guess there, but I think that's a teleporter. And in fact, I think there's probably only 1 teleporter in this whole area. I think how, if memory serves, how this puzzle works is that, or maybe there's multiple. Maybe there are multiple teleporters. Perhaps so. Maybe there are. I think there actually are. Right, let's see. This will take us back to the starting area. Okay. That'll take us back to the starting area, and there's an area up to the north here. Also, I need to watch out for these orbs. I imagine these orbs will eventually run out. What I need to do is I need to start testing these actual teleporters. Okay, this one takes me to here. This one actually takes me quite far, I think. Let's have a look. So here is one area. And there are probably various teleporters. Okay, there's a food area there. And a teleporter. So if I'm going to say that takes me to A. And that is A. Okay. So that's not so bad. There's a teleporter here. Just need to find all the teleporters, I think. That's probably the sensible thing to do. If you find all the teleporters, I can then start eliminating teleporters. Because I think certain teleporters will take you backwards. Pretty sure certain teleporters will take you backwards and will just rob you of progress. I think it's one of those kind of puzzles. And actually, I think there is only actually 1 teleporter here. That's no good. I imagine that's just going to take us backwards. And it wasn't even in here. I think it was down here. Unless there's a teleporter in here? No. This takes us back to here. Okay, that one was pretty useless. What about this one? Ah, this one I believe takes us somewhere a little better. This one I think actually takes us to the second area of the actual maze. I think there are like 5 or 6. There are going to be a lot more teleporters as time goes on, I think. Is there one to the left? We shall find out! There's one there. Fortunately, they're helpfully marked on the map. The map is a fantastic thing, and I really don't want to take too much advantage of it, because there are points in this game, much like there was one point right at the end of the first Ultima Underworld, where you don't have that map. Admittedly, at the end of Ultima Underworld, you pretty much know which way you want to go. Well, you know if you've looked in an orb on the very first level. There's the way out. We don't want to go out just yet. We want to keep going. I don't actually think there are any enemies in this whole area. I think it's pretty much just those headless that could have been triggered by that trap. Which isn't so bad. That's not so bad at all. Right, what have we got here? So we have... Is that a secret door? That's a secret door. Well, can we open it? Let's see what's in here. Oh, and that has died. Also, we're unable to use that from here. And the secret door is locked. Is it a sturdy secret door? Can we bash it open? Do you know what? it's dark enough, and I think it's safe enough that I'm willing to test this. Can we bash open the secret door? I doubt we can, but it's worth a look. Is it a badly damaged secret door now? I don't know. The eyes up there tend not to actually inform me. The secret door is locked. Could use an open spell here. Could use an open spell. Really feel averse to using an open spell though. Can I actually cast an open spell safely? That's another question. First, let's switch out this orb, because this orb is very, very dead. I have an orb here that is not so dead. We will use that in a moment. For now, I don't know why I've switched to my skills there. For now, I actually want to risk trying an open spell. Perhaps there is something worth actually grabbing back here. Well, let's find out. This is what the magic's for, after all. I don't think we're going to need it anywhere else. At least I hope we don't need it anywhere else. So we need, where are the runes in question? This rune and this rune. There we go. Oh. That door just does not open. Do we need a key for this? That doesn't fit. Doesn't fit. Well, we just wasted all of our magic. Oh well. Move on. There we go. Let's pretend we didn't do that. And let's say go to this teleporter. It's as good as any, I suppose. It's very good, actually. That one took us to, I think, the next part. So that one took us to here. Also, we have used all of our magic. I highly hope we didn't need any of that. We probably needed some of that, didn't we? Yep, I hope we have enough to cast a light spell. So there's probably going to be even more of the actual... yep, there's a teleporter there. Oh. And don't go into that one, Avatar. That one would be a terrible idea to step into. That one would pretty much end our adventure here. Well, it would mean we'd have to go through the whole thing again. I wonder if the monsters respawn. I don't really want to know if the monsters respawn. There are not a lot of actual twists and turns here, are there? There's really not a lot of twists and turns. I'm gonna guess that it's the other one. Purely because... actually, let's try this one first. We are actually right next to it after all. Where does it take us? Backwards. Yep, it's not that one. It is the other one. And also, we cannot access that secret door. Imagine if we'd have took that item that everyone kept telling me to take back in Talarus, the unlimited lockpicks. We could have just kept trying to unlock it, but I don't have any actual lockpicking skill. So let's presume for the moment that this is the way we actually want to go. Down here. And we'd be absolutely right. That, I believe, has now took me to the next one. Which I do think is, if we mark this as D, and that is D. There we go. Let's find out where this one actually is. Is this one that is going to actually lead us to anywhere decent? Well, let's find out. Looks like a massive circle to me. There's one that takes us back. There's nothing. Alright. A teleporter. Another teleporter down here. Yep, that's 2. And that's 3. And that's a way back. I don't know why they have multiple of these. I wonder if people try to do the exam collectively, like working together to solve the exam puzzles. Who knows? Well, I think we found all of them. I'm going to start anti-clockwise. Why not? First one we go into, we'll go into. It's not that one. We could go into that. It would be a silly idea. It would literally just backtrack us. What about this one? That has took me... Where has that taken me? Ooh! I think that might have actually done something. Because we are here. We're actually here. Where's this? This looks like another area with lots and lots of maze-like features. Oh, this is another part of the maze. Oh wow, this is another part of the maze. There's probably a lot more, to this than meets the eye. Well, I can't see much that meets the eye so far because this is a maze. So, when we come back, folks, we should continue exploring this maze. And hopefully, we'll find the exit soon. So, I'll catch you next time, folks. And I'll see you then. Later.